Cut this little tail. Whoops. Come on. Sorry, my tripod's being crazy. I'm going to use the sumac weave to push these wires together here. And I'll do that all the way to about right there. And then we'll connect all four. I'm going to use this little spare piece of wire to do this weave on this side. And I'll snip that and then connect all four. But before I connect all four, I will start the camera back. I'm right at an hour and I don't want it to cut it up. So I'm going to pause and do the sumac weave on both sides to about right there. Be right back. Okay, so I have our sumac weave placed on both sides. And now I'm going to pull these all four together. I'm only going to make a couple of stitches on all of them, so got a tail right here I need to remove. I want to pull it around and under these wires so that it's not poking up in a weird spot. We've got a kink in our wire right here, so I'm going to try and keep it right mount it. I'm going to try and keep it right where it's supposed to be. Oops. And these don't have to go all the way together. I just right at this point. Now whenever I get to this kink in my wire here, it should be right at the spot that we need to quit at. Now I'm going to start going across 2 wires at a time. My wire's stuck under my pliers, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Now that we have these anchored, I'm going to end on this second wire here. I'm going to cut this wire even with that one. Let me make sure my weaving wire's out of the way. I'm going to pull these out just a little. Before I move anything else, I want to make sure that this is snug. As snug as I can make it. Anyway. Oh, I don't want a very big loop. I just want get this flat part off. I'm going to take this wire almost under the rest of them. It'll be like halfway under. And then do the same on the other side. I'm going to pause it while I do the other side. I have loops on both sides, so now I'm going to do the sumac weave down this, and then we'll go from there and connect our stone and everything. Okay, now I have my weave done on all three of these. I've left tails on all of them, and I'm going to connect these now. Now, some people will run holes in their frame with something like this, and then they put their base wire through it, and then some people will run holes through their frame, and then they'll put their weaving wire through it. So I'm probably going to do the weaving wire one. Only I'm going to do it on both sides of the bottom down here, because of the triangle weave I used. I don't want this to go straight through, because it would have to go straight through one of these triangles if I were to do it any other way, unless I go right at the tippy top of this one. So I'm going to run holes in both sides of my frame here. And one will be on this side and one will be on that side. And that's dead center, I believe. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to run the holes through, and then we'll connect everything with our stone in. So you don't need much room. I'm going to go in through the back on the other side too, just to make sure that it goes all the way through. I have to make sure that my weaving wires are out of the way, because sometimes this can cut your weaving wires. Don't do it too hard or it will knock your frame all out of whack. Okay, so I have the bottom, and then we'll do the sides when we're done with our bottom here. I need to make sure everything is shaped the way I need it to be shaped before we make any major changes to our frame that we have now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. And then I got to push these in first. You can bend your weave around like that and then go in and down, but I'm just going to go in like this and then back out. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So our anchor is going to have to go right here. Just make sure you move your weaving wires out of the way first.
Did you have a drawing today or what?
So there's 4 openings, and I'm going to start attaching this, and then we'll slide our stone down in between. I'm going to attach the middle one. You can slide your base wires through if you want a little more security, but that can sometimes knock your weave out of whack. And so I'm going to go over to this side and do the same. Just try and make sure everything matches up the best you can match it, you know? So I'm just going to run this through a couple of times, and then we'll be done with this side, or the bottom. And then sides, and then we're done. My battery's running low. So I'm going to pause my recording until I get just this wire and this wire connected, and then we'll connect the last one together. This one's connected, so I'm going to tie it off and snip it and tuck it, and we'll do the ends together as well. So I'm sliding my stone in. Oh well, I need to do that after. Move this down here. I may have to do the nylon jaws for this side. Sometimes different sides are a bit harder because, like, if you're right-handed, then the left side's going to be harder, and if you're left-handed, then the right side's going to be harder. So I've got to add some more weave on here. So I'm gonna do that and I'll be right back.